My name is Emily. I've been married to my super mama's boy husband, Bob, for 7 years. At the beginning of our marriage, I didn't realize he was this much of a mama's boy. I mean, I knew he was, but I thought he'd change once we had our children. But Bob didn't change at all. Even his mom said, he's a mama's boy, but he's not a bad person. Be patient with him. So, his parents acknowledged it too. But his mom, understanding her son's mama's boy tendencies, said, I think it's better not to live together. You two on your own will surely make him more independent. Knowing her son so well, I can't imagine us ever living together. I thought so too, and even now, after 7 years, there's been no talk of living together. But, to my trouble, Bob said, if we're not living together, let's at least live near my parents' house. Thinking that was a fair compromise, I agreed to his wish. But that was a mistake. After work, I'll go to my parents' house. No need for dinner. Again? Yeah, if I eat there, we save on food costs, right? Plus, it's easier for you, Emily, since you don't have to cook. I'm doing this for you. Well, cooking isn't that big a deal for me. No, you work too, Emily. I gotta make things easier for you. Mom says being a housewife is tough. Sure, that's true, but not since we were newlyweds. Aren't newlyweds supposed to cook and clean together, then relax after meals? That's what I thought married life was, so I was shocked. Is your mom saying you should eat at her place? No, she's just saying I should make it easier for you. So, it's not necessarily about eating there. But did Bob misunderstand? Or is it just an excuse to go to his parents' house? He always says he's doing it for my sake, so I can't argue. Even about having children, it's his mom's opinion that counts. Mom says we should save up a bit before having a baby. I get that. We started our marriage with no savings, so having a baby now would be tough. But I was surprised she'd meddle even in that. What if it just happens? If we don't do it, it won't happen. Right, we haven't been intimate for a year. Naturally, I couldn't discuss this with his mom, so I just focused on saving money. Finally, when we had saved some, I told Bob. We've saved up, let's have a baby. How much did we save? We saved together, so about $20,000. Wow, you did well. Let me ask Mom. Do we really need to ask her? Of course, Emily. What Mom says is absolute. I gotta ask her first. Inwardly, I thought, how much of a mama's boy can he be, but as we had just passed our first year of marriage, I didn't want to upset him and just said, yeah, sure. Then, Bob came back with a big smile after talking to his mom. Mom said it's okay. Mom says it'd be great if we have a boy. So it has to be a boy. But it might be a girl. No way. Mom wants a boy. Okay. But we had a girl. Oh no, it's a girl! Why didn't you have a boy? He said this to me, who had just given birth, but his mom was there, looking puzzled. That's because your mom said she wanted a boy. When Bob wasn't around, his mom said, no way. I said a boy would be nice, but I never insisted. Either is fine. I thought so, but that's just how it is. Living with a husband who says everything is about his mom, I've been tired. Even a joke from his mom is taken seriously, and everything I say gets back to her. When it came to naming our daughter, my husband decided on her name based on what his mother said. So, our daughter's name became Lily. Moreover, when Lily was slow to walk, oh, she's a late walker, his mom commented, and Bob worried excessively, dragging us to various doctors. I wished I could say please, just be quiet, but I couldn't. So, that's been 7 years. Finally tired of living with such a mama's boy, one day Bob came to me with a big smile and said, What's this? Mom says we should get a divorce. What? Why would she say that? I don't know, but what Mom says is absolute. So, we need to divorce. Did your mom really say that? Yeah, she did. How did it come to that? I told her that you're always busy with work and Lily, and lately your cleaning and cooking have been sloppy. Then she said, "Why not get a divorce?" Oh, I see. I couldn't fathom why his mother would say such a thing. But it was the last straw for me. I pulled out the divorce papers I had been eyeing for a while and said, "Well, then, please sign these papers." "You're pretty prepared. It's almost like you wanted this divorce." "Maybe I did. I'm sick of your mama's boy antics." "Fine by me. Mom said it, so there's no problem." As he said this, Bob quickly signed the divorce papers without any hesitation. "I'll take Lily with me." "Sure, Mom didn't say she wanted to live with Lily, so I guess it's okay." "No problem." "All right, then I'll take Lily and leave this house. You handle the lease termination." "Okay, got it." So, I left the house with my child and headed straight to the lawyer's office to proceed with our divorce. I thought, what a relief. I'm finally free from that mama's boy. Maybe I'll stay at my parents' place for a while. But the next day, Bob called, asking where I was. When I told him I was at my parents' house, he came over in a panic. "Emily! Lily!" "Oh. What's up?" "No, it's not like that." Bob, pale-faced, kept repeating, "It's not like that." "What's not?" "Yesterday, when I told Mom about the divorce, she asked, 'Why did you get a divorce?' So I said, 'Because you told me to.' Then she said she never said that. She definitely did." Just as I thought. It was all a misunderstanding. Bob had taken his mother's joke seriously. I had already made up my mind and I couldn't go back. "Mom said it was just a joke that we should get a divorce." "Oh, is that so?" "Yeah, I never thought it was a joke." I was shocked. So, can we just pretend the divorce didn't happen?" "What?" "Come on, it was just a joke from Mom." "That's not happening." "What?" "It was your decision to divorce, regardless of what your mom said." "No, I divorced because Mom said we should. I never thought about divorcing on my own." "You divorced even though you didn't want to?" "Well, Mom said so, so I had no choice." "How old are you?" 33. "And you still do whatever your mom says?" "Of course, what Mom says is absolute." "Well then, why don't you marry your mom?" "I can't marry Mom." "Maybe a common law marriage?" "Stop joking." "Oh, you can understand a joke. But not when your mom jokes." "Don't be mean. I didn't think Mom would joke." "She's joked plenty of times before." "So, let's just forget the divorce happened." "That's impossible. The divorce process has already started. We'll be strangers." "No way. Mom said if we divorce, she won't often see her grandchild." "That's not my problem. You said it was okay to leave Lily with me because Mom didn't say anything about wanting her. So, not seeing your grandchild is just how it is." "Then I'll take Lily with me." "We already agreed that I'd live with Lily." "I didn't think it would come to this." "If you insist, make sure you pay child support. If you really want to see her, pay child support, and I'll let you meet her once a month." "What? Why?" "It's only fair. It's only natural you should pay child support for your child. Pay $1,000 a month until she graduates college, then you can see her." "I can't afford that." "Well, that's your problem." "But how am I supposed to live if I have to pay $1,000 every month?" "You can go back to living with your mom. You were there all the time anyway." "Wait, let me ask Mom." Bob took out his phone and called his mom. "Mom, I'm at Emily's. About the divorce." He relayed the entire conversation. I left him to it and went inside. After 30 minutes, he finally finished the call. After finishing his call and possibly coming up with some plan, Bob knocked at the front door. "Done?" "Yeah, done." "You look relieved." "Yeah, Mom gave me a clear answer." "Oh, good for you." "So?" "She said I should remarry." "Huh?" I always thought my mother-in-law was a bit eccentric. But I never imagined she was this outlandish. To divorce so easily, Even having divorce papers ready must mean she was prepared for it. Yet now she's saying to remarry? That's just unbelievable. So, if we remarry, everything will be solved. Sure, there's no waiting period to remarry. Really? So, there's no problem remarrying an ex-husband? Sadly, no. Then let's remarry. No way. Why not? Remarrying would solve the child's issue. Look, you want to divorce because mom said so, and remarry because she said so. Do you think I want to remarry someone like that? I just got rid of a mama's boy. I'm not a mama's boy. Wait a minute. How can he say he's not a mama's boy? Or does he not realize it? Unbelievable. Listen, I'm just kind to mom and trust her. That's not being a mama's boy. Emily, you just don't get it. Are you serious? Of course. That's why I was kind to you too. Hey, do you think kindness is asking your mom about everything? If we decide something and it's wrong, that's a problem. That's why I ask mom. She's never wrong. Huh. You seem dissatisfied. Don't you see? Always mom leads to mistakes like this. Remarrying will solve it. No, it won't. Remarriage is based on mutual agreement. You want to remarry, but I don't, so it's impossible. Why don't you want to remarry? We were doing fine. You're the only one who thinks we were doing fine. Otherwise, why would I have prepared divorce papers? You said you were just looking at them. People who aren't considering divorce don't just look at divorce papers. So, you wanted to divorce? Maybe I did. I felt so relieved when I submitted them. I must have wanted it. That's harsh. Why would you do that to a good husband like me? I don't think you're a good husband. We never really fought. That's because it never turned into a fight. Whenever we disagreed, you'd run to mom, and by the time you returned, I'd cooled off. So, mom is the best, right? That's what I hate about you. What's that? Your mama's boy attitude. If we remarry, I'll be stuck with a mama's boy forever. No thanks. Why are you so cold? Why don't you understand mom's feelings? You're the one who wanted to divorce. So, that's the kind of woman you are. Suddenly, Bob got angry and started insulting me. You just hate my mom. It's not about liking or hating your mom. No, that must be it. That's why you don't listen to her. If my mom hadn't insisted on remarrying, I wouldn't want to remarry you. Huh, so we both don't want to remarry. Let's end this conversation. Go home. Bob left angrily, saying, "What a terrible woman. Now I can really part ways with him." It seemed that way, but apparently, it wasn't that simple. That night, I got a call from my mother-in-law. Hello? Hello. Emily, I'm so sorry. What happened? It's my fault that things turned to divorce. I feel terrible. So, could you reconsider and remarry? I won't say anything to him again. That's impossible. Even if you say nothing, Bob will take it as your opinion. Even if it's a joke or casual conversation. That's true. Besides, he can't do anything without asking you. I can't trust him to be independent in our marriage. I understand your point, Emily. But what about divorcing after getting married? Lily will miss her dad, won't she? She doesn't seem to. My parents are here too. We're doing fine. She doesn't call him dad? No. He was hardly home, always at your place. I don't think she sees him as a father. That's not true. She must be hurting inside. It's not like that. Look, Emily, I really am sorry. Bob is definitely a mama's boy, and maybe I raised him wrong, but he's a good person. He's a good person as a child, I guess. I apologize for everything so far. I'll try to stay away from him as much as possible. Please, give him another chance. Why? As a mother-in-law, wouldn't it be better for you if I wasn't around? Not at all. But bringing up divorce, even as a joke, means something, right? It's not like that. I only said it because he was complaining. I didn't want you two to divorce. He might meet someone better. I can't see that happening. If you leave him, he'll break down. He'll probably get depressed. That won't happen. You'll be there for him. No, that's not it. I can't be healthy forever. What if he's alone in the future? He can't make it on his own. I can't guarantee I'll be alive forever either. Maybe he'll start thinking for himself if he's alone. Don't be so cold. You're younger than him. Just by 2 years. And I can't be his mother. Please, don't say that. Just give it another try. I kept refusing her desperate pleas for reconciliation. Finally, she revealed her true feelings. Can't you understand after I've bowed my head so much? Why won't you remarry him? If you stay separated, I won't be able to see Lily anymore. I said I'd let you see her once a month if you pay child support. Once a month is not enough. And if you don't take care of him, he'll end up alone someday. I thought even if you died, he would have Lily to take care of him in his old age. Now even that's gone. Huh? You were planning on having the child take care of you in your old age? Of course. Children are supposed to take care of their parents eventually. If you're not there, who will take care of me in my old age? Me, take care of your old age? But you said no cohabitation. That was only for the beginning. When I can't move anymore, of course we'll live together. So that was the plan. That's natural. Marriage is about taking care of each other in the future. And now if he comes back, it'll just be trouble. Huh? You think he can take care of a parent? That's impossible. It feels like I just heard some harsh truths. That's why you have to remarry. I never imagined she had such thoughts. I was there to take care of her and my mama's boy husband. And Lily was there to take care of them in their old age. What does she think children are? Look. I have my own life. I won't spend my precious time with Bob. Please give up. You married him, so you should take care of him till the end. Don't send him back here. I don't want to deal with him anymore. So that's how it is. What? Your true feelings are clear now. I understand. Wait, what do you mean? I hung up and immediately contacted Bob, telling him I wanted to meet. He was thrilled, thinking I agreed to remarry. That allowed us to set up a meeting. On the next day off, I went to the agreed place. Bob was unusually dressed up. But I was more in battle mode than being stylish. Emily, you look pretty determined. You are quite dressed up. Well, it's a date with you. What kind of date is this? I didn't come here with such sweet thoughts. Shall we go to a cafe? I followed Bob to a cafe and sat across from him. What'll you have? Latte for you? Yes, that's right. With coffee in front of us, Bob was as excited as ever. Emily asking me out, my feelings must have reached you. Mom was happy too. She said her feelings got through. Yes, in a way, your mother's feelings did get through. That's right. I knew you'd understand. So, when should we remarry? We should choose a good day. Listen, I didn't come here to talk about remarriage. Then? Can you listen to this? It's your mother's true feelings. What do you mean? I pressed the play button on my phone. As I did, the conversation I had with my mother-in-law a few days ago should play. Actually, when my mother-in-law started speaking her mind, I turned on an app on my smartphone and recorded her true feelings. My plan was to play this recording to Bob and put an end to these 7 years. As expected, hearing his mother's true feelings seemed to shock Bob greatly. Do you think he can take care of a parent? That's impossible. Don't send him back here. I don't want to deal with him anymore. Mom. Yes, your beloved mom. When did she say this? Just a few days ago, when she called me. Why would she think like this? I can't believe Mom would think this way. It's sad, isn't it? But everything Mom says is absolute, right? So this must be her true feelings. This is terrible. I didn't want to hear this. Well, her words are important to you, right? I just wanted to show you what your mom really thinks. This is too much. Bob was in tears. Afterward, unable to recover from the shock of hearing his mother's true feelings, Bob shut himself in his room at his parents' house, quitting his job. He must have felt as if his world had turned upside down, realizing that his beloved mother saw him as a nuisance. I received a lot of scolding from my mother-in-law, saying, "How could you do such a terrible thing?" But it was her own doing, so there was little I could say in response. It's your fault he quit his job and is now unemployed. If he becomes a recluse, you should take care of him until the end. You won't remarry, and no one will take care of him. I blocked her calls, thinking, so that's what it comes down to. With this turn of events, my mother-in-law had to support her inactive son as if she was taking care of a small child, constantly attending to his needs. However, my father-in-law, having observed the situation between the two, finally lost his patience and decided to get divorced. My mother-in-law was apparently shocked, never having imagined being divorced herself, but my father-in-law's feelings did not change. She pleaded, "If you do this, I'll have to take care of him all by myself," but my father-in-law packed his bags and left. Now, my mother-in-law, who never wanted to deal with her son, has to work tirelessly at a supermarket every day to support him. Despite seeing his mother's struggles, Bob shows no signs of leaving his room. As for me, I'm still living with my parents, devoting my time to work and taking care of my young daughter. Sometimes I ask her if she misses her dad, but she seems content with just her grandparents.